start? No, there it is. Yay. Now the idiots are talking about how they can get me prosecuted for a statutory rape I allegedly committed 35 years ago. We're going to find out just how you do such a thing. Hello.
Homeowners Associate on a recorded line. I need to review a few potential issues with your home. Can you hear me okay?
Take me off your fucking list, you stinking telemarketer pig bot. Yeah. Where were we? Oh yeah, Attorney General. we're gonna query the Attorney General's office about this.
You've reached the offices of the Arizona Attorney General's Tucson Lake Complex. Our business hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Our office is closed on weekends and holidays. Para español, marque dos. You may make your selection from the following menu at any time. If your call concerns consumer information or complaints, press 1. If your call concerns employment, housing, or disability discrimination, press 2. If you are a crime victim or calling on behalf of a crime victim, press 4. If your call concerns child support services, press 5. To speak to our receptionist, press 0. To hear this menu repeated,
I have a feeling I probably should call the Pima County attorney.
Hello, Cisco Unity Connection Messaging System. From a touch-tone telephone, you may dial an extension at any time. For a directory of extensions, press 4. Otherwise, please hold for an operator. Hello, Cisco Unity Connection Messaging System. From a touch-tone telephone, you may dial an extension at any time. For a directory of extensions, press 4. Otherwise, please hold for an operator. Hello, Cisco Unity Connection Messaging System. From a touch-tone telephone, you may dial an extension at any time. For a directory of extensions, press 4. Otherwise, please hold for an operator.
All right, today is high up. They think they're going to get me prosecuted for something I did in something I did in California. They think they're going to get me prosecuted in Arizona for it 35 years later, and they call me insane. They say I'm crazy. Where is that? Where is that? Is it laughing or is it laugh or laughing? stars. There it is. Slapping. Oh yeah, we weren't doing that. We weren't hassling those idiots. We don't want to get there. We want to talk to the county. I should call the county attorney. Pima County attorney. And yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the shower and get out of here. Go downtown. There's nothing to do. I got nothing to do online. When as far as wasting time, but when I'm blocked on Facebook.
The county attorney's office?
Hi, county attorney's office. Can I speak with an attorney, please?
In regards to what?
This is going to sound really peculiar. There is a group of people who believe that I should be prosecuted for statutory rape because of a story I tell that's 35 years old about some consensual contact between myself and a minor who wasn't quite 16 at the time. It's a totally innocent thing, an innocent story that is just part of my shtick. I'm a performance artist. I was just talking, and I want to know if this is really possible, that I can be prosecuted in Arizona for allegedly admitting to a statutory rape, which I don't call it statutory rape, and none of my friends ever did either. Nobody ever considered it to be a problem because the girl had been living among adults since she was 9 years old.
Okay, let me get you on with my investigator and he'll be able to answer any questions,
Thank you.
No problem, 1 second.
Good morning, Detective Escobar. May I help you?
Hi, Detective. What is your name, sir?
Escobar. Escobar.
Oh, Escobar.
Yes, sir.
I'm a man, please. Sorry about the deep voice.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm really intersex. I'm kind of both, but Tom's no fun. Call me Tommy, please.
Okay. What's the name again? Tommy?
Tommy. My stage name is Tommy Tudor. You might have even seen me around downtown with a saxophone or a flute. I'll be down there in a little while, across from the Bank of America.
Then Tommy, what's the last name?
Wasserberg, Wasserberg. The full name is Thomas J. And,
Okay.
and the date of birth is November 3rd, 1954. And I'm just a crazy old hippie. But
Okay.
I'm, I share news and entertainment media online, and I've got professional trolls all over me.
Okay.
35 years ago, there was an incident where I had some inappropriate sexual contact with a minor. The young lady in question had been living among adults since she was 9 years old. Nobody ever thought of it as anything really terribly improper until I told the story 35 years later. Now these people are thinking they can get me prosecuted in Arizona for something I did 35 years ago, and they can't really even identify the victim or identify whether the story is even true. Is this realistic? I mean, like, should I come and surrender now?
No, I mean, if you want, if anything else to help yourself, call you're in Tucson, right? You're not in Pima County Sheriff's Department or anything.
No,
like that?
I'm in TPD's jurisdiction.
Yeah, just contact them and see if they want to come out and take a report and even speak to you or.
Well, it goes deeper than that. They already know about it because they're supposedly investigating my complaint.
Then they're investigating. Then you just wait for them to contact you, and if you want to.
Well, no, Mr. Escobar, please. It's a very complex situation. You're making some assumptions that are incorrect. I'm going to have to sue the police for refusing to investigate, and for telling me, oh, I think you committed a felony 30 years ago, when I think I committed a completely innocent act.
Well, have they told you that you committed a felony or anything like
This
that?
was the investigator's opinion, was that I had committed a felony in California 35 years ago based on this story.
Yeah, but have they issued any charges against you or anything like that?
Can they? That's the question I have here.
Well, if it's not in this jurisdiction, they wouldn't. It would have to be the jurisdictional department that would do that.
So if it happened in California, there's no way that the Tucson police can file on me based on this admission of having done it 35 years ago, and that it really was like.
I mean, they could probably contact that agency and see if they want to follow up on it or anything like that. But it's normally the way it's done. So let's say something happens in the county and you report it to the city. Well, the issuing agency would be Pima County. They would be the ones having to do the report on this, and the ones having to do the investigation. TPD would not do the investigation on that.
Well, I'm not really interested in the mechanics of it so much as whether this is something that can even be done.
You're asking, well, exactly. So that's what I'm telling you. I couldn't tell you if it couldn't be done or not.
Who's going to be able to answer that question? You just know how it would be done.
Yeah, that would be
Right. No, I understand. I understand how it would be done. I just want to know if it's like possible they don't even know this person's name.
It's like anything, sir. Everything is if somebody makes.
Please don't call me sir again.
Oh, ma'am, if there's any complaint that is done, whether it's false or whatever, departments will. Police officers, detectives will follow up on it if they see if it's warranted to do so.
Right.
They might not even follow up on it.
So that's not, this is something I understood already. What I need to know is whether they can actually, whether the prosecutor will actually file a charge.
I'm answering you, and you're just not listening to him. I'm answering you. I'm giving you. They can decide if they decide to investigate. They can. Whether they.
Okay, I'm going to want to talk. I want to talk to the person who would decide whether or not to file this charge. Then, now, please.
Then that would be the jurisdiction in California or wherever it happened.
Okay, so you're saying that absolutely no way can charge be filed in Arizona for something I did in California. It would have to be the California jurisdiction filing the charge?
That would have to be the jurisdiction following and doing the investigation.
Got you. So I'll call them.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. Okay, well that answers that. Now I bet in California, this ought to be good for a few laughs. Um, I have a really, really strange question. This is going to be your strangest question of the day.
His office,
Hi, is this the county attorney's office?
the district attorney's office.
District attorney's office. This is probably going to be the strangest inquiry you get all month.
Okay, let me hear that.
Okay, I am a performance artist who happened to be down and out on Venice Beach in 1982. In the time that I spent on Venice Beach, there was an instance where a young lady who had run away from her parents at age 9, who was age 15 3/4 at the time, we were sheltering her because she had just broken up with her boyfriend, me and a lady. I was out on the beach busking, and this is 1982, mind you. I was out on the beach busking. I came home, and they were in bed together. They rolled apart, invited me in, and the older woman broke it up quickly because I was paying too much attention to the younger woman. Nothing beyond some hugging and kissing happened. 35 years later, I'm telling the story, and some people flip out. This is statutory rape. I need to be prosecuted for it. Is this possible at this date, 35 years later, if they don't even know the victim's name?
We can't tell you that. You'd have to contact an attorney.
I see.
Okay?
Well, can you tell me if I have any outstanding warrants in California?
You gotta call, the court, the clerk's office at the court.
Which court?
Let me give you the number to call. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
It is 213-745-3202.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I guess I got to call a criminal attorney. Oh, Thrush. That ought to be good for a few laughs. Those are the guys that advertise on the bus. And they're close. They're not far. They're down Broadway by Alvernon.
Thank you for calling First Walker. This is Carla. How can I help you?
There was an instance 35 years ago of some improper sexual contact between myself and a minor.
Okay.
Who was, she had actually, it was consensual. She had, she was almost 16. She was living with us. She had been run away from her parents at age 9 and was with us because she had just broken up with her boyfriend. This happened in California 35 years ago. There was nothing beyond hugging and kissing that happened. And 35 years later, telling the story, some people latched onto it and are swearing, that's statutory rape and you need to be prosecuted for it. Is this possible?
Okay, sir. Who am I speaking with?
I'm not a sir, please. I'm a transgender female.
Okay.
My name's Tommy Wasserberg, Wasserberg. I'm better known as Tommy Tudor, which is Tooter.
All right, Tommy. You would actually have to speak to an attorney that is licensed to practice in the state of California, though, because this case was out of California.
I got you. Understood. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the county attorney told me was, hell, no, we can't file anything.
Yeah, because
You know, if they think it's important enough, they will contact the jurisdiction that could.
yeah, you would have to contact an attorney that is licensed to practice in the state of California, though.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy
Good luck.
day.
You too.
Bye bye. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go over there and then go downtown. Hmm.
Thank you for calling the Johnson Criminal Law Group. This is reception.
Hi, reception. My name's Tommy. I have probably one of the most peculiar questions that you're going to get all week to ask.
Okay.
35 years ago in Venice Beach, there was a underage runaway living with me and my partner at the time. She had just broken up with her boyfriend. She had run away from her parents at age 9. I came in one evening and found them in bed together, and they rolled apart, inviting me in, and thinking nothing of it because this young lady was considered an adult by the community. I joined them, but it got broken up quickly because the older woman got angry. So nothing really happened. So 35 years later, here I'm a performance artist telling the story of my life to an audience, and oh, that's statutory rape, and you need to be prosecuted for it. And this was 6 years ago, and these guys have been persisting for 6 years to trash me all over the web for being a child molester, when that's not the
so you don't have any
circumstance.
charges against you.
Well, this is the question. They are trying. They are pushing the Tucson Police Department and have convinced the mental health unit that the investigator in the mental health unit that's investigating my complaint of them told me the other day that he believes I committed a felony 30 years ago. Now, if they file it, I mean, they don't even know what jurisdiction to file it in. But if they manage to figure something out and file something in California, and they don't even know the victim's name, is this something that the state of California would prosecute?
That I can't. Yeah, I can't answer that.
Who can?
We're unable to. Yeah, I'm unable to answer that. The thing is I can't, Tommy. I can't transfer you to the attorneys because you haven't been officially, formally charged with anything. I got to put you on hold. I'm sorry.
Thank you. That's fine. I mean, they've convinced the detective in California that it is indeed a felony what I did, which is just nuts. It's just nuts. I couldn't possibly fly in court, given this child's history, because she was no child when I met her. And I'm sure she would come and testify to the truth of what I'm saying.
Sorry, Tommy. So, yes, thank you for holding.
Yes.
So, I can't transfer you to the attorneys just because you haven't been officially or formally charged with anything.
Well, how do I get an answer of whether I even can be?
Well, that's not for me to answer. I apologize.
Who's going to be able to answer this?
Well,
you know, you know, excuse me, but the court attorney said that they can't answer that question because they're not allowed to by law. You're doing it because of company policy.
Sure.
Who is going to give me a consultation? I mean, I'll even fucking pay for it at this point. It's that critical.
Well, listen, Tommy, what is your last name?
Wasserberg, Wasserberg, and if I can get 5 minutes of a man's time, I'll pay for it.
Okay, well, you said Wasserberg?
Wasserberg. All I want to know is yes or no, is it possible to prosecute it at this time, 35 years later, if they don't know the victim's name or where it actually happened?
Okay, and Tommy, what's a good phone number for you? Is it the
520-241-2776?
Okay. Okay, Tommy. Let me get a hold of either the paralegal or the attorney, and someone will give you a call back.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Happy day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, while we're waiting for the call back, which probably won't come while I'm running this video, let's see, that was probably Ari sent me a message. No, it wasn't. It was my provider. Okay, now we got to call it. Now we have to call the court. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want to send them the hello homepage. Thank you.
Reach the criminal department at the Metropolitan Courthouse. Para Español, oprima número 2. Our telephone hours are 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you are calling during telephone hours, please stay on the line and someone will be with you shortly.
Thank you for calling. Please wait while we transfer your call to the next available representative.
Huh? I wonder why that didn't. Must have. I don't know why that didn't go through. Oh, go for what you know. won't even look at this ridiculous argument. Oh, do I have that thing on? Oh yeah, I do. Shit. Well, let's read this shit. This is amusing. This is lovely. Um, and then I'll cut it off. Where's there it is. This is just totally ridiculous. This is unbelievably ridiculous. Um, that's right. I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked because I informed them that I couldn't be prosecuted. But this is nuts. This is that yawning sneasel idiot. Uh, well, they're questioning me about the complaint to the the counterterrorism unit. But yet you have incessantly reported it. Of course, there's organized cyberbullying coming against me through Tom Madeira and that puppet. You're a stupid, transparent fuck, so I will break it down for you without any sarcasm. Which means this idiot believes this shit. It is completely obvious to everyone, even the cops, that you're lucid enough to know what is obviously a rib, and using the excuse that a bunch of things that have been said is not enough because you know it is a rib. The things that get said to me, especially by you, are not things that I consider to be a joke. When you bitch about lack of action by the cops, you know why? Because while you are one dumbass motherfucker, it is impossible to be dumb enough not to understand that the cops are not going to follow up on false reports. Well, I do know that, and they're not false reports. And I'm just building a case to take to the legislature because we need laws. So you keep on being stupid. The core of this, and most of your 40K plus messages here, plus tens of thousands of reps, your posts on KF, and everything else, everywhere else is one thing. Loneliness, sheer loneliness. Hi. Why? You know, I've been alone all my life. I've always had to entertain myself, and frankly, I'm my best company. Um, I have plenty that entertains me, and I have plenty of people coming and going from my life. That I'm not at all lonely. I'm a journalist on the web. I'm sharing news and entertainment media from my from my circles into the general web, and you're just a fucking nutbag hater. That's all you are. You're just a hater. You're just one of the haters. That's all. You ain't nothing more but a hater. And I'm not at all lonely. I think you're the one that's lonely, looking for attention by being too cool and putting people down that your buddies can laugh at with you. You're the one that's lonely. You're the one that's perverted and autistic and denial of all sorts of shit. You're the one who uses your threads, post on the web, etc. to gain attention. Why else would Brian know about us doxing him? You haven't done anything that her name is not Brian anymore. And you can't harm that person because you're a hater. And people love her. Like a good little boy, you told him. Like an autistic little retard, it won't conclude with him working as your white knight. Of course not. Nobody else is going to expose themselves to you. I'm the only one in my community willing to do that. To keep you the fuck out of it. Expect distance because you put his ass on the line for no reason, and because he will begin to research what KF is and see all the shit in your thread. Well, she has already done that. She is a good friend. She is a collaborator. She is an artist. She is a loving person. You're a hateful, ignorant piece of shit, assuming all sorts of ridiculous things. Your only reason for reaching out to anyone is to attention whore and concern the shit out of them. You did it on FB numerous times. Every time you think you have a new buddy to be your warrior, run here, post copy paste like people are going to be impressed by the fact that you are such a sniveling little faggot that you got an ounce of sympathy out of people who are preventing the truth to arc in the direction of making you look like a hapless victim. And all we have to do is to make you look like a social justice warrior, identifying these awful trannies, doxing them, showing the world what these men really are. You're a punk-ass bitch. This will be met by Tom saying TLDR, but he will read every fucking word and know it's true. I didn't read every fucking word until I opened this up, and I'm still laughing at you. You're projecting denial of your own self-loathing. You are a sack of shit, and all your friends are too. So, that's 40 minutes. Have fun parsing that one, punk. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy day. Bye, and namaste, motherfuckers.